The cameras flashed. The crowd froze. And just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession. A 19-year marriage, seemingly rock solid, was suddenly publicly falling apart.
Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join us, Jordan and Jamie, as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals.
From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
Today, we are diving deep into the Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman separation. But we're not focusing just on the split itself. Oh, no.
No, we're looking at the fallout, specifically Keith Urban's actions immediately after it all went public. Actions that, well, let's just say they raise a lot of eyebrows.
Right. The central question became almost instantly, did Keith Urban just shade Nicole Kidman? Publicly. Repeatedly.
That's the core of it. When a split is this big, it's not just legal. It becomes a narrative battleground, fought out on stage, on social media, everywhere.
So our mission today is to really break down the source material, the videos, the timing, the actual quotes.
Exactly. We want to see how Keith's public choices got framed almost overnight as this, campaign of public digs against Nicole. We're dissecting the anatomy of narrative warfare in a massive celebrity crisis.
So let's put the question straight to you, our listener. When a star processes their pain through their art right in the public eye, is that genuine expression? Is it just liberation?
Or, given the context, a nearly two-decade marriage ending, does that art instantly become, well, a calculated slight, a strategic move?
We're going to unpack the key moments that made so many people land on one particular answer. And if you want to catch all our deep dives into Hollywood's biggest moments, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Okay, so where do we start? The absolute flashpoint.
It has to be October 19th, 2025, the premiere of his big new CBS show, The Road. You know, the one co-produced with Blake Shelton and Taylor Sheridan.
Right, this show's supposedly giving this raw, unvarnished look at touring life. Yeah. High-profile launch.
Huge platform. And what does he choose to perform? A song called Straight Line.
Now, on its own, maybe not a big deal. It's an upbeat track. But the context here is everything. Context he provided months earlier.
It almost feels like he laid the groundwork. I've got the receipts, right? Back in February 2025 on his Instagram.
Exactly. He posted about the song and explicitly defined it. He said, "Straight Line is about," and I'm quoting here, "wanting to break out of a soul-sucking routine."
Okay.
And then he gives examples. A job, creativity, yourself, and crucially, a relationship.
Wow. So he literally linked the song's meaning to breaking free from a soul-sucking relationship months before the split.
She did. So you fast forward to the premiere. He's on national TV weeks after Nicole filed for divorce, singing that song.
It stops being abstract art at that point.
Totally. He basically handed everyone the key to interpret it as, I'm breaking free from this marriage. Whether that was his intent or not, that's the meaning he preloaded.
And it didn't stop there, did it? On the same show, he talked about the hardships of touring.
Yeah, the commentary about waking up sick as a dog, feeling completely lonely and miserable.
Which, in that context, makes it sound like the marriage was part of that misery, another sacrifice for his career. The show's premise became his personal story almost.
It was a very, very fast sequence of public moves. And to really get how it snowballed, you need the timeline, because the private end happened way before the public knew.
Ah, right, the court docs. They show he actually signed the divorce papers way back on August 29th, 2025.
Weeks before Nicole officially filed on September 30th. So there's this gap, this really sensitive period between them knowing it's over and the world knowing.
And that's when we get what a lot of people saw as the most direct, maybe the most personal hit.
The changing of the lyrics to The Fighter.
Oh, man. That one felt different.
It really did. Because you have to understand what that song originally meant. He told Billboard it was basically a vow to Nicole.
Yeah, born from a promise he made her early on about protecting her. It was their song, in a way.
A public monument to their bond. And then?
September 26th. Just 4 days before the divorce news breaks, he's on stage.
With Maggie Baugh, the utility player on tour. And he gets to that key line.
The promise. When they're trying to get to you, baby, I'll be the fighter.
And he changes it right there. Sings, when they're trying to get to you, Maggie, I'll be your guitar player.
Replacing the vow to his wife with an offer of musical support to his touring mate.
It's what you call symbolic annihilation. Publicly erasing the original meaning, replacing it with something else entirely.
Couldn't he argue, though, that he was just, adapting it? Making it fit the performance with Maggie? Does it have to be malicious?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Intent versus perception. But the timing, just days before the filing, and the specific nature of the change,
It felt pointed.
extremely pointed. And then you add the modern twist, the thing that took it from a concert moment to a global headline.
The social media factor?
Textbook digital accelerant. Maggie Baugh herself posts the video clip
Right.
to her Instagram. And the caption, did he just say that, Ed?
That little eye emoji doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't just sharing, it was framing. It instantly sparked romance rumors, sure, but more importantly, it cemented the idea that he'd just publicly dismantled his marriage vow. It went viral immediately.
Narrative control, amplified by algorithms.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, but that wasn't the end of it, was it? There was another viral moment soon after.
Yeah, the Nashville concert incident,
Hmm?
October 17th, this one was pure theater.
The Nicole moment.
Mm-hmm. Video goes everywhere. He hands the microphone to a fan in the front row. She manages to yell out her name.
Which is Nicole.
And the whole place just groans, right? Like this collective intake of breath. Everyone gets the awkwardness instantly.
And his reaction was, well, memorable.
Totally staged, you could argue. He dramatically drops straight to the floor, flat on his back, mock horror, mock exasperation.
Then pops back up laughing.
Then delivers the punchline. Did you say Nicole Richie?
Okay, so a lot of fans saw that as him being funny, resilient, handling a tough moment with humor.
And on one level, maybe it was. But if you look at it through the lens of controlling the narrative, it's fascinating. It's almost like weaponized vulnerability.
Weaponized vulnerability. Explain that.
Okay, so he's confronted publicly with his ex-wife's name, the collapse, the falling down. That communicates pain. It makes him look human, vulnerable, like, oof, yeah, this hurts.
Buys him sympathy.
Exactly. People connect with that. But then the immediate pivot to the joke.
Nicole Richie.
Right. That reasserts control. He's instantly back in command of the stage, of the moment, of the story. He's not the guy floored by his ex's name. He's the witty entertainer who can roll with the punches.
So he acknowledges the pain just enough to seem human, but then uses humor to frame himself as the resilient one, the one who's okay.
Pretty much. He takes that flash of genuine awkwardness, maybe pain, recognizes its value, and immediately spins it to reinforce his own image. It's less about her, more about his comeback. Stay tuned, because the reaction from Nicole's side adds a whole other layer to this.
Right, because while all this is happening on Keith's stages,
A completely different story is being told through sources close to Nicole Kidman. A strong counter-narrative starts getting pushed out, mainly through the traditional celebrity press.
yeah, you start seeing reports everywhere. People, page 6. The message was consistent.
Very consistent. Kidman was hurt and betrayed. She was blindsided by how things went down. She apparently wanted to save their marriage.
So the narrative from her side was one of loyalty, of heartbreak, of being the partner who tried, essentially.
Precisely. It painted her as the devoted wife whose efforts were rejected. And this directly reframed Keith's actions. His liberation suddenly looked like cruelty from her perspective.
And they pinpointed the source of her pain too, didn't they? It wasn't just the split itself.
No, the reports specifically mentioned she was stressed about the public nature of it all and deeply wounded that Keith chose to make these statements through his art. The lyric change, the TV performance.
Before the divorce was even public knowledge.
Exactly, denying them the chance for, a unified, controlled joint statement, the kind celebs usually aim for.
So she felt the timing of his artistic expression was deliberately hurtful, preempting any chance of a dignified, shared announcement.
That was the narrative put forward. So you have this clear PR battle. He's using the stage, the TV show, the viral moments to project freedom and resilience.
While her camp uses the press to project devastation, loyalty, and betrayal, it's a fight for public sympathy, for who gets cast as the wronged party.
It's a perfect storm of modern celebrity crisis management, really. Was Keith Urban intentionally trying to hurt Nicole Kidman with every single action? We can't know his true private intent.
Right. Impossible to know for sure.
But the evidence, the pattern of behavior, the specific choices, the timing it created this overwhelming public perception of a deliberate campaign of digs. It wasn't just one thing, it was the sequence.
He provided all the ingredients for the media and the public to cook up that narrative, whether he meant to or not.
And what this whole saga really highlights is what you called the collapse of the traditional PR firewall.
Totally. It's not just about official statements anymore. The narrative gets written in real time by everyone.
Social media is huge. You had fans on Reddit doing like forensic investigations into the timeline, pulling up old interviews, dissecting every move.
Calling the lyric change horrendous and calculated almost immediately.
And that fan reaction gets reported by the media, which then fuels more fan reaction, which gets reported again. It's this amplification loop.
The story isn't controlled by the publicist anymore. It's driven by the most viral, most emotionally sticky moment, the thing that's easiest to share and react to.
Which brings us to a really provocative final thought for you, the listener.
In this era, where everything is potentially content, everything is instantly shareable, can a celebrity actually process deep personal pain through their art publicly?
Can they sing about loneliness or needing freedom after a major split without that vulnerability being seen as a weapon, without it being interpreted, inevitably, as a calculated shot at their ex?
Is genuine artistic candor even possible in a high-stakes public crisis anymore? Or is the interpretation always going to be suspicion?
What's the cost of being artistically honest when millions are watching, ready to dissect every word? Something to think about.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.